in today's part, in that particular series, that means the noun series, we will discuss noun and number. Very important segment of noun. So let us start noun and number. Noun and number. See, this chapter has also many points, many series, like there are some nouns, those are always singular, some nouns, those are always plural, some noun, those look singular but plural, some nouns, those look plural but singular, like this. It is, we will also discuss a series in this noun and number part. The first point is that define this number well. When we talk about a number, then we have two parts. One is noun can be a singular number and it can be plural. Noun can be singular, noun can be plural. And if we say that singular, then again we have two parts. One is, it is singular countable noun, and another one is singular uncountable noun. SCN, it means singular countable noun. SUN, it means singular uncountable noun. And plural, it is PCN, means plural countable noun. Plural countable noun. So first we will discuss about those nouns, those are always singular. Always singular means those nouns don't have any plural forms. Those nouns don't have any plural form. So as it is always singular, then the verb will be also singular. It is quite, as the noun is singular, so the verb will be also singular. This is the first thing. And noun, those are always singular, they are singular uncountable noun. And uncountable noun, before an uncountable noun, we don't use article or any counting numbers before a singular uncountable noun. Generally, we don't have its plural form. When I say generally, it means there are some words, those becomes plural but meaning changed. In that sense, there is another segment, we will discuss that one. But generally, this noun, the noun, those come in this category, they don't have plural form, they don't take article or any counting number before it. And if you want to make it in a countable sense, or if you want to write it in a countable sense, then you have to add a phrase before it. That means a phrase is written, a suitable phrase is written before it to make it countable. That means singular or plural. Fifth point is that, as I told, that they don't have any plural form. That means you cannot add s or es directly after the word to make it plural. If it is added, then the exact meaning of the word will be changed. That means if you have s or es added after it, then these words show a different meaning. As I told, this part we will discuss in the later, perhaps in the next class we will deal this concept. But as far as this concept is concerned, first singular uncountable noun, they take singular verb after it, they don't take article or any counting number, they don't have any plural form. even if you want to make it singular or plural, then you have to add a phrase after it. Okay, so for that, take an example. What we are discussing here? We are discussing about some nouns, those are always singular. We are discussing about some nouns, those are always singular. So take first word here, jewelry. Jewelry is a word, it is a noun, and it is an uncountable noun. And generally those are uncountable. In the earlier classes we discussed uncountable noun may be uncountable noun, either they are either abstract noun one, or uncountable nouns generally the material noun. So those nouns, those are material or abstract noun, those are considered uncountable noun, and all those nouns come in this category. Okay, what is abstract noun? Again, abstract noun means the nouns, those don't have any physical existence. That means for the sake of saying we are telling that this is this, this is that, but they don't have any physical existence. We only feel about it, but we can't touch or we can't see them physically. At the same time, material noun is also uncountable. So here I have written what? Jewelry. See, what does jewelry means? Exactly, jewelry, there is no such a thing which we call it as jewelry. Jewelry is something which has no physical existence. Then you will say, sir, then what about jewelry shops? Actually, jewelry is a term which is a collections, or which is a combinations or collection of few things. Like when we say that jewelry, then under this segment we can say that it is a collection of bracelet, or I can write here a ring, here I can write here necklace. That means if we go to a jewelry shop, exactly what we want. We don't want jewelry, we want necklace, we want ring, we want bracelet, etc. So necklace, ring, bracelet, these are countable. We can make it singular to plural, no problem. But jewelry, which is the term which is a collection of all these things, jewelry, it is uncountable. Okay, so as it is uncountable, we cannot write a jewelry. It is incorrect. Even we cannot make it plural from jewelry to jewelries. Even it is incorrect. If I say that many jewelry, if I say many jewelries, even it is incorrect. Reason, many is a word, it is used to express plural countable noun. So many jewelry, but we can, if it is written an article of a jewelry, an article of jewelry, then it is correct. Then it is correct. Reason, jewelry is written, but to make it singular or plural, before the term jewelry we have added a phrase. So as I told, a suitable phrase can be added before uncountable noun to make it countable. Hope you understand. So similarly, jewelry, we have many other words, like we can say word like traffic, we can say the word like furniture. See, furniture is a word, I do think it is examiner's favorite. Maximum questions from MTS, CGL, SSC. So this is a word which is examiner's favorite. Examiner put this one in a different mode, like for somewhere it is furnitures, somewhere it is air furnitures, like this. But we need to understand, like jewelry, traffic or furniture, these words have no physical existence. When we say the traffic, it means bus, trucks, cars, all sorts of things combinedly make the word traffic. When we say that furniture, it is chair, table, etc. And the part of that means chair, table, bus, truck, car, bracelet, necklace, these words are singular. We can make it easily plural, but we cannot make jewelry, traffic, furniture, these words plural. So noun always singular, the title has been written, the noun always singular, they are generally singular uncountable noun. So in conclusion, what we need to remember, first thing, that singular uncountable noun is the noun which is always always singular. They take singular verb after them, 1. They don't take article before it, 2. We cannot make it plural by adding s or es after it, it is 3. If you want to make it singular or plural sense, use it in that sense, then you have to add a suitable phrase before it. And singular uncountable noun generally indicates the abstract and material noun. Material noun has an existence, it indicates the matter or substance, whereas abstract noun, they don't have any physical existence. We can only feel about, but we cannot see and teach them. See and touch them. And in this segment, we have few more words, those create confusion. Like when we say that machinery, and it is machine. It is baggage and bag. It is scenery and scene. It is poetry and poem. It is music and song. It is music and song. It is mischief. It is mischief and mistake. So generally examiner put some such kind of words as in our exam paper to create some problems, as these words sound similar. These words sound similar, but when we say that mischief is a kind of mistake, but we need to understand mischief is uncountable where mistake is countable. That means from mistakes to mistakes possible, from mischief to mischiefs it's incorrect. Machinery stands for the functions of a machines, but machines means the physical thing, machine, so we can make it machine to machines. Baggage, in baggage we will have bag, suitcase or shirts, all sorts of things we combinedly call it baggage. But when we take a part, means when we take a bag, it is singular, a bag, bags, there is no problem at all. So similarly scenery or scene means we are talking about the particular scene, but when we call it scenery, that means it is a combination of many scenes. It is a combination of many scenes. So from scenery to sceneries will be incorrect, but from scene to scenes it is correct. Similarly poetry and poet. Poetry, sorry, not poet, actually it is poem. So like prose, and when we say that it is the word like prose, When we write the word prose, prose is something which is written in paragraph forms. Poetry is something which is written in stanzas. Understood? So that means in that poetry we can have poem, we can have sonnet, we can have elegy. So these types of things, means poem, sonnet, elegy, all these things combinedly called as a poetry. All these things we express in stanza. Similarly, when we call it prose, prose is something which is expressed in paragraphs. That means prose, we can say essay is a prose, it can be an essay, it can be a fiction, it can be a novel, it can be a drama. All these things combinedly form what? Prose. Combinedly form prose. So it is easy, it is what we can say that it is we can make it drama to dramas, novel to novels, fiction to fictions, essay to essays. They are countable, but we cannot make it prose to proses. That is important. That means prose is nothing but the combination of something. It has no physical existence. By combining all sorts of words, we give another form. Similarly, music and song. Song, what we what we sing, using our vocal cord. But when we say that music, it is a combination of that song or other kinds of sounds of instrument, then combinedly it will call as a music. So it is song to songs, it is possible or it is correct, but music to musics, it is incorrect. Similarly, when we say that money, or when we call it as a like rupee, there is a two different terms. Rupee is countable. What we count exactly, it is the rupee. I have 10,000 rupees in my bank account, but in general form we call it money. Money is uncountable. We don't count money, we count rupee. So these are the confusing words those examiner put us to make us confused. We need to differentiate the meanings, the different meaning between those words. Okay, so this is all about noun and number. The first part, noun, those are always singular. So in the first part we discussed noun, those are always singular. Second, it is noun, those are always plural. Always plural. That means there is a group of words, group of nouns, those are always written in their plural form. So then what is our common sense says? If it is written always in plural sense, that means these words always comes with s or es added. Always s or es, these words always comes with s or es added after it one. Second, as this noun is always a plural, then we will use plural verb. We will supply a plural verb for it, and we cannot make it singular by taking out that s or es from it. That means s or es will be there. We cannot make it s or es cannot be removed from these words. Now the question is, if we want to make it in a singular sense, then again you will have to add a phrase. If you want to make it written in a singular sense, then you have to add a phrase, a suitable phrase to be added. As it is written always plural, then article a or n, words are completely incorrect. So these are the some common points. Common points means when we say it is a plural, that means its form will be S or ES. The verb will be plural verb. Article A or N will be incorrect before it. And if you want to make it in a countable sense, then you have to add a suitable phrase. Example. Suppose we have word spectacle. There are two words. When we say that the word is spectacle, it means what? Sight. S-I-G-H-T. Means, I will say here, spectacle means a singular. But after adding S means spectacles, it becomes eyeglasses. Understood? Here, when I write here spectacles, it means eyeglasses. That means when we need a meaning of eyeglasses, that we will always have to use spectacles, not spectacle, because spectacle has a different meaning. Spectacles means eyeglasses. Okay, then it is a plural. So for plural, if it is written I have a spectacle, then it is incorrect. Reason: article A or N generally used before a singular countable noun, and spectacles is a plural. And even you can't, if you need the meaning of eyeglasses, you can't write it spectacle. That means you cannot remove S or ES from it. Second point. Third one is that if you want to use it in a countable sense, then a suitable phrase will be added. Means it should be written a pair of spectacles. You can write a pair of spectacles. And when it is written a pair of spectacles, then the verb becomes singular, a pair of. If you want to talk about the many, you have more in number, then what will you write? I have two pairs of spectacles. Means in that sense it can be written to make it in a countable sense. Generally, generally the nouns, those are written in plural form. If you take some examples in that sense, then the words will be, those are always plural. They are, it is alms, it is asses, it is annals, it is nuptials, it is fireworks, it is outskirts. So generally these words are generally used in their plural sense. Alms, annuals, nuptials, fireworks, outskirts. Outskirts means the border, the remote region or remote area of the town, that is outskirts. Fireworks, generally the companies, those make crackers, these companies are called as fireworks. Nuptials, in wedding ceremonies, that is the word is common, nuptials. Annals means the history, or it's a history of many events. Alms, what we give to a beggar, that is called alms. Apart from these words, we have a series of words thus come in these categories, and the series of words are nouns. Those have two identical parts. Nouns, those have two identical parts. Those have two identical parts, we can say, two identical sides, we can say. So like we can take examples like trousers, two identical parts. We can say that many words are there. It is like binoculars, it is handcuffs, it is pincers, it is forceps, it is scales. All these words, trousers, binoculars, handcuffs, pincers, forceps, scales, and many more. Whatever the words I have written here, all these words have two identical parts. That means like scales, forceps, pincers, all these words have the two identical parts. So they are always used in their plural form. And if you want to make it singular, then you use a pair of like these suitable phrases. And here is confusion. For confusion, we have a word shoes. Shoes is also written a pair of shoes. It is also comes in this category. But whenever we talk about the individual part, we can say that the dog has taken my left shoe. In that sense, we can use it's a singular form, left shoe. In case of, suppose we have another word, brains. It is written in this form, S. But when we particularized, it is like left brain, right brain. Then in that sense, we can use it in a singular form. It is like our intestine, always written in a plural form. Intestines, it is written. But when we talk about small intestine, large intestine, then it can be written in a singular form. So we need to understand whether we are talking about two parts or two things or individual. In these words can be also used in their singular sense when we talk about the individual part of that particular thing. Otherwise, in other cases like trousers, binoculars, handcuffs, pincers, scales, whatever written here, all are used plural. They take plural verb. So this is all about noun. Those are always plural.